Aquarius, hi, how you doing? Here to pull some cards for you. Hope you're well. Hope Christmas was alright and all that jazz. I'm going to have a quick look at past energies, current energies, and where those energies might be taking you, bearing in mind everyone has free will, you and other people. It's a general reading. I don't know what's going to come up. I don't know what it more might pertain to. Sometimes the readings are quite broad. Sometimes they hone in on various aspects of life, like, you know, relationships or job or personal development. We will see. To a certain extent, it is for you to take the energies that come up and apply them to your life as you see fit. So I might be talking about romantic partner. You might interpret the energies as applying more to a family situation, that sort of thing. It's a collective reading also, please bear that in mind. Not every single aspect of it will necessarily resonate. Take the bits that resonate, leave the rest, use your own intuition, use your own discernment. This whole thing is not here to provide you with solid and fast answers or solid and fast predictions. It's not the way I operate, especially not in a collective reading. This is about prompting you to ask questions to yourself that might be helpful to you, okay? That being said, let's get you some cards. Okay, past energy for Aquarius, please. Past energy for Aquarius. Thank you very much. You have an epiphany? That's hit me really hard, that Ace of Swords. Like it hit you hard, I think. Like a truth or an epiphany or something, my loves. Ooh, okay, a truth about a soul bond. Jesus. And a reverse Queen of Cups. How very interesting in your past energy here. Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, and a Queen of Cups. I feel that you've been looking back on a situation. Six of Cups is a soul bond so often. I mean, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family, best friend, something like that. But, like, you know, your souls knew each other before you met, that sort of thing. If you don't believe in souls, I'm sorry. But, I mean, this reading is still for you, even if that's not how you sort of conceptualize it. It's just someone who's obviously very important to you. I feel like you've known them for a long time. If you believe in past lives, then yeah, sure, you may have had a past life connection with them. It's just a deep bond with someone, a deep and important bond with someone. You've had a really kind of sudden realization about this bond in the past. And I sort of feel like, I mean, swap energies as they, you know, reverse energies as they apply. I always say this, but I am reading this reverse Queen of Cups more as their energy and the Ace of Swords more as your energy. So the Queen of Cups reversed here, to me, it's someone just, look, I think the love is there. We've got a Six of Cups bond. The love is there, but there's something about their expression of the love or the way they give love that has some sort of limit on it. I'm reluctant to say it's not enough, because that's not quite the right way of putting it. I'm sure they love you an awful lot, actually, but it's more the expression of it somehow, or more their ability to how do I say, sort of get in contact with, that's not the right way of putting it. That might have to do for now. Get in contact with their own love for you. I don't know. We'll find more when we dig. So just to let you know, by the way, I'm going to pull 3 cards for the kind of the surface energy for each row, past, present, future, and then I'm going to go in with some more decks and dig and get a bit deeper. So if you just want a quick read, you know, you can leave me when I get to card 9 here, but if you want a more in-depth read, you can stick around and I'll get onto the energies. It's like they just can't quite get in contact with their own love for you, but contact's not the right word. I don't know. We'll get more when we dig, like I say. Let's look at your present energies, but I feel the situation that you're looking back on here is probably somebody who you aren't necessarily talking to all that much. There's obviously an energetic connection between you, but it's this Six of Cups in particular. It's just so like she's really reminiscing. Do you know what? Like, I mean, it's your past energy anyway, but it's all like in your past, your focus here is on your past. And it's like through looking at the past, you've had some sort of epiphany or realization about the way this person treated you, the way this person loved you. I mean, it's going to be different for all of you, but I think for most of you, you're probably not really in a position where you're actually talking to this person very much. It doesn't seem like you're together to me. Okay, let's look at current energies. Current energies for Aquarius, please. Current energies for Aquarius. That's 3 cards. That'll do nicely. A 5 of Wands. A 4 of Cups. The Hermit. Okay. 5 of Wands I'm kind of reading here as a sort of inner conflict. Sometimes the 5 of Wands can be conflicts in all the energy surrounding you, but it feels more internal to me here. There's a sense of disappointment in your current energies. Over the way this person loved you, over this, I very much feel this 4 of Cups energy linked to this reverse Queen of Cups energy. Let me show you the cards quickly. I do like to do that. That's your 4 of Cups in the middle, and we've got 5 of Wands and Hermit here. I mean, this realization, whatever it is for you, it's really prompted you to go inwards. I'm happy to see this Hermit card in reverse for you. The Hermit is very wise. I just see an Aquarius here who's really, despite the disappointment that is felt, is really getting in touch with their own inner wisdom. Particularly an inner wisdom that's kind of been sparked by this Ace of Swords sort of moment of epiphany. There's some conflict attached to it. I feel like a little... See, this 5 of Swords has come out underneath this Ace of Wands. This truth that appears to have been revealed, although it's not an external energy, it's you going internally that's sort of revealed it to yourself. There's some sort of inner conflict about it. Some sort of... It's small. 5 of Wands often feels like a bit of a trifle to me. It never feels that significant. A lot of people really hate that card, but to me it's just like trifles. I don't know. It depends on the context. It always depends on the context. But what I'm feeling here is a little bit of reluctance to sort of accept this truth. You might have tried to find a few ways to talk yourself out of it, a few ways to try and reject it, but because it's disappointing, because there's a great disappointment attached to it. But it's not a disappointment in yourself. It's not like you looking at yourself saying, oh my God, what did I do wrong? Which is nice to see. It's just disappointment in the energy between you and the sort of lack of giving on their part. But I see you going in sort of internally, looking at yourself, kind of looking at kind of your own standards, if you like what I will and won't accept. And that's sparked off by someone treating you in a way that essentially seemed to be unacceptable, even though I don't know that you ended it. Actually, I don't feel necessarily like you ended it. It doesn't feel like that, but it's just still you recognising that you weren't being treated well enough. You deserved better. Okay, let's look at future energies then for Aquarius, please. Future energies for Aquarius, please. It's too many cards. Future energies for Aquarius, please. Future energies for Aquarius. The moon. Interesting. Oh, Aquarius, don't take a step back, my loves. I'm a bit concerned the way this moon card has come out underneath, like down this line, because we've got an epiphany, like a sudden realization of a truth, and then we've got conflict, and I just don't want that conflict to allow you to put this truth under a moon. It does feel like you have the potential to go into a sort of denial in the future here, but let's see what else comes out. You know, sometimes we do take these steps backwards though. we do. But as long as we're ultimately making progress, it's all good. A 10 of Wands reversed. Okay, I'm happy to see that in the reverse. That is like the release of a burden. Kind of the release of the burden of this disappointment, actually, I'm going to say. And a final card, please, for Aquarius in the future energies. Thank you. And a reverse 7 of Pentacles. I see you coming to a sort of acceptance in the future here that this relationship has grown as far as it will grow. So the 7 of Pentacles to me is a card of like the honeymoon period ending. Kind of that infatuation stage of a relationship ending. Shit gets real and you kind of need to look at the energy between you and the circumstances between you and kind of evaluate what's going on, sort of analyse what's going on. Analyse seems like a really cold word, doesn't it, there? But you know what I mean. You see, she's kind of deciding whether to harvest the fruit or whether to let it grow a bit longer, or which bits to prune, which bits to cut back. It's that kind of energy of just sort of tweaking things so that you can keep relating to one another in a healthy way. But it's in reverse. And I'm not saying forever. I'm not saying this can never grow ever. I would never say that really anyway, unless I very, very strongly saw it. It's more of a... In the future, I just see you kind of accepting... certainly accepting that you put in as much effort as you could put in order for this to grow. And that it just kind of... It's like it hit a wall. I mean, this is your future energy, so if you are in this relationship still, the energies could be heading towards a bit of a hitting of a wall, a bit of a sort of stagnation. This does not mean I'm predicting for you that it's over. I'm reading the energies here. So the whole point of this is kind of forewarned is forearmed, right? Because sometimes it's hard to spot these things when we're in a relationship, that we seem to have hit a bit of a wall, that we need to have a discussion, we need to talk about what we can tweak to kind of get us back on track, to keep growing things between us. So, you know, if you're still in this relationship and you'd be already feeling this anyway, you'd already be feeling this anyway. It's not like some prediction of doom and gloom. It's just often a course that relationships take, right? So it's good to be on the lookout for this. There is just a bit of a feeling of kind of needing to sit down and have a conversation in the future if you're still in a relationship. But if you aren't, then I just see this future line as a kind of recognition that we kind of got as far as we could get and we just couldn't grow it anymore at this stage. The energy between us just wasn't enough to produce any more growth at this stage, and you're going inwards at the moment as the Hermit, so you can very much look at your contribution to that, and you can only hope that they might be looking at their contribution towards that as well. There is a moon here. There is a moon here in your future. We will get onto that later, I think. You see, the moon can represent us kind of hiding things from ourselves. I don't think I'm looking at Aquarius who's going to be terribly prone to doing that in the future. Not with this Hermit. This Hermit's light is shining so bright in your reading for me. It really is. So what you actually, sense might be shining a light on here in your own future is actually your own fears, because that's the other thing that the moon can represent. But do just be aware of, just the way it's come out on down this line, just do be aware of things that you might sort of be putting under a moon a bit potentially in the future. And you know what, like, it's such a human thing to do. I'm not sitting here saying, oh my god, don't do that, that's terrible. Like, no, sometimes it's a coping mechanism that's absolutely necessary. Sometimes it's a survival mechanism and you absolutely have to do that. But it's good just to be aware that you're doing it, so that at a later point you can bring stuff out from under your moon, I would say. Yeah. But you could be like really doing some work on what your own fears are in the future here as well. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I'm just looking at the overall energy of your read here, which I do go to the bottom of the deck to look at that. Underneath the world is the Tower. I do feel like something quite sudden could have happened for some of you to kind of bring about a bit of an ending, but it doesn't. When I say ending, I don't mean like. I don't think in the 3D it's necessarily manifesting itself as a breakup necessarily. There's a suddenness though. There's a certain intensity about this energy, a certain suddenness. You know, because it hit me as soon as I saw that Ace of Swords, and now we've got a Tower, you see. Oh, and a Knight of Swords as well, which is a very fast energy. I feel something quite sudden and radical has shifted the energies here, and you're kind of just adjusting to a shift in energy and adjusting to some sort of new truth. If you are experiencing something like a separating of your ways, I just feel like there's unfinished business between you. You're still mega linked energetically, like, and the world in reverse is that feeling of unfinished business as well. But the world, you know, the world can really be a kind of leveling up as well. All these energies may well be being thrown up to allow you to kind of level up and allow you to turn this Seven of Pentacles the right way up. Let's get more. Let's get underneath this Ace of Swords for you. It bloody hit me hard, I tell you. I won't be surprised if we get like another Tower underneath this, or an Eight of Wands or something, or a Knight of Wands or a Knight of Swords. I don't know. It's like that Ace of Swords in your past. Let me know in the comments what happened, what your personal Ace of Swords was here, your personal truth, your personal epiphany, if you feel comfortable to do so. Please do, because, you know, all your comments make me a better reader. Because it's a trip reading collective energy, I tell you. So all feedback is welcome. Come on then. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please. Hang on a second. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords for Aquarius. I told you the energy hit me hard. I wasn't fucking with you. I don't sit here and just make shit up. I promise you. Ooh, the Fool. Okay, we've got the Fool and the World. I was feeling that Fool energy off of that World already. And of course, we've got an Ace anyway. And an Ace is a card of a new beginning. Fascinating. Okay, give me one more card for the Ace of Swords, please. Reversed 4, reversed 4, reversed 4, reversed 4 of Wands. It came out reversed, but I always try to show you them upright. There is a certain instability about this energy, I'll be honest. I can see why we're in a 5 of Wands about it in the current energy now. We have, you know, I mean, it makes sense, right? From the 4 of Wands to the 5 of Wands underneath. So a 4 of Wands upright is a stable home space, a sense of stability in a union. It is relationship energy. I mean, we've already got the 6 of Cups out anyway, so I really think all these energies are about a kind of romantic relationship for most of you, but like I always say, take the energies as they apply to you. It's in reverse. There is a sense of separate. There is a sense of separation here in some sort of sense, whatever that looks like in the 3D view, and there's some sort of sudden truth. I'm actually feeling like, so I always give examples that can explain the energy, okay? Because in a collective reading, to do anything else is kind of a bit much. I almost get the sense that someone literally with this Fool card wants to go off on a journey, literally wants to go off on their travels or something. And that could be like something that's hit you suddenly, like someone's just announced, right, well in the new year actually I just want to go to France on my own. I don't know why I picked France, I don't know. Well actually look, it's a bit vineyardy, isn't it? That would just be an example of the energy, but it's almost like there's an energy here of someone really wanting to go off and do their own thing, and they have a great sense of optimism and hope about it, and it's like they don't want the union to end, but it's obviously going to cause a sense of separation. There's a sense of separation here, and for some of you it does feel like a physical separation, like physically someone wanting to go off and do their own thing. This could be someone wanting to even start a new course of study or something like that requires a physical distance. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. This is oddly specific, but for some of you, I get the feeling it involves going away and working during the week and coming back at the weekend. That's just really random and oddly specific, but it's something like that anyway. It's something like that. And this is someone who's very important to you because you've got a 6 of Cups. I mean, you know, 6 of Cups bonds are hard. Like I said in the Virgo reading the other day, if I'm doing it, you know, if I was doing a reading for myself, like, in all honesty, like, I'd kind of rather see a 2 of Cups, because 2 of Cups just feels more practical, more straightforward, more easier to work around in the 3D than a 6 of Cups. And don't get me wrong, 6 of Cups is fucking beautiful, and there's so much growth on both sides, and it is lovely, but like, put it this way, it's not that unusual to see a 4 of Cups underneath a 6 of Cups. You know, that sense of disappointment. Okay, tell me more about this 6 of Cups then, please. You are joking me. Look at that. Look what just flipped. I'm not actually going to take it. But it is the 6 of Cups. It didn't fall on the table, so I'm not going to take it. But, like, it showed its face for a reason. So the first card out of the Ace of Swords was the Ace of Swords. These cards don't fuck around. Alright, tell me more about this 6 of Cups, please. Tell me more about this 6 of Cups. Thank you. A reverse King of Cups to go with the reverse Queen of Cups. This is it. You're a match. You're absolutely an energetic match. You're both in your reverse state. Something's gone a bit... Yeah. Tell me more. Tell me more. This is typical 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups shit, this is. And I get this energy for the collective quite a lot, which makes sense, because why else, you know, it's a big reason why people tune into Tarot Tube. Is 6 of Cups bonds are just... You know, they prompt a lot of spiritual growth, they do. And, you know, we've got the Fool. The Fool is out. The Fool is on the beginning journey of spiritual growth, you know. Tell me more about the 6 of Cups, please. Oh, the World. Oh, hello, yes. Again. Again. We're getting all the repeat energies, hey? Oh, gosh, excuse my hair. Look, I am actually just going to read this quite literally and say that... Oh, my God, look at my hair! God, honestly. I think you think the World of someone, Aquarius. I'm getting serious travel vibes, though, again, and the World is a card of travel. I'm just getting serious travel vibes here, so I don't know if it's you or them that just has got some sort of travel bug and has made some sort of decision to go off and travel. But what are you leaving behind? You see, like, this person's travelling forward, but their mind is looking back at these two swords, like, which I think is representative of kind of the bond between you. And it's like, there is a bit of like, denial on someone, on this person's end. There's a bit of denial about the nature of what they're leaving behind. I think this reverse Queen of Cups person is kind of a little bit in denial about the nature of this bond, in all honesty. I want to say it feels a little bit like they're taking it for granted, and I'm not saying that's categorically true, Aquarius, but I think you feel like they've taken it for granted. I don't even think they've taken you for granted, Aquarius. It's like they've taken the energy between you for granted. Like they can just stop contributing to that energy, go off and do their thing, and somehow that's going to make no difference to the energy between you, which sort of tells me that like you're giving quite a lot to this energetically, and the sustainability of the energy, I think a lot of it is coming from you, Aquarius. I do, but also I see you recognizing that and kind of reining it in a bit, I want to say, in sort of response to them reining it in a bit. So take that how you will. Weird travel vibes about this. I don't always get that, but yeah, and a bit of, so I sort of see this as their energy, but I always reverse it as apply. I see this as their energy, and then your response is to kind of be boundaried, let's say. Be boundaried. I'm not saying you don't love them anymore, you know, with the King of Cups in reverse. Like, the King of Cups upright is unconditional love. I'm not saying that's gone. It doesn't feel like that to me. But unconditional love does not mean no boundaries. So, and what I do see you doing here is kind of putting some boundaries in place. Because the way they are loving you is somehow, it's not like they don't love you. It's the expression of their love that they can't, it's like they're out of touch with their own love for you or something. I don't know. Yeah, out of touch with it. That's the best way of putting it. But now we will get under this Queen of Cups, which I've been dying to do because I've been failing to find the right words for this. But you know what? All the energies that's being thrown up here, we've got the World twice, we've got the Fool. I do feel like this is a massive opportunity for this whole connection, this whole bond to kind of level up in some sort of way. It's like you've gone through a cycle. I always think of it as, I feel like I have to draw, you know what, I'm going to draw this bloody diagram, because every time this comes up I feel like, oh, am I though? Because is this pen going to work? Where's this pen? It's kind of, just pardon me a minute. Because I keep doing it with my hands and then it doesn't make sense. It's very simple, but I can't do it with my hands. It's like this kind of upward spiral. Yeah? It's kind of like this upward spiral like this. So like you start here and you go round, and when you sort of reach the state, when you sort of reach here, this is kind of the World and the Fool, right? And then you go round and you reach here again, and this is like another World Fool moment, and then you go round again, and that's sometimes to me how is what the World feels like and what the Fool feels like. The World and the Fool are two such closely connected cards, because the World is that last card in the Major Arcana, and then you come back round to the Fool. I don't know if I've really terribly badly explained that, but it's my best way of putting into, it's my best way of translating the energies, so I don't know. If you've got a better way, please let me know in the comments. Oh hey, just comment and do my job for me. That would be great. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups, please. Maybe give me the cards that allow me to find the right words, please. The Devil reversed. The Seven of Wands reversed. The Three of Wands reversed. You see this, like, there's a block on this person's love energy. This is the Seven of Wands. Let me show you it upright. Do you see how defensive he looks? But they absolutely long for this union. This person is longing for this union. You see, this is a card of longing. I see them not very comfortable with their longing. It's in reverse. This here is, when we do a Celtic cross and we get hopes and fears, and we have that one position for hopes and fears because they're one and the same thing. This is that. It's like you are this person's hope and their fear, all rolled into one. The Devil is all about fear. In fact, I wonder if this moon energy in the future is going to turn out to be them. We'll see. I'm just reading this Devil as straight up fear here. I don't know what else to say. Their fear is stopping them. It's just a barrier to love expression. But they long for it. You both experience this Six of Cups energy, feeling, beautiful exchange of love. You, Aquarius, feel more comfortable sat in that energy. Your Queen of Cups, whoever that may be, male or female, it doesn't matter. They long for it. When they're sat in it, they have these glimpses of the divine, I want to say, and then they just get shit scared. All right, let's look at your current energies. Five of Wands. Please tell me more about this Five of Wands for Aquarius. Please tell me more about this Five of Wands for Aquarius. Let's get this show on the road. I feel like I've been talking for ages. Did I tell you to make a cup of tea at the beginning of this video? I don't think I did. I should have done. Five of Wands. Tell me more about this Five of Wands, please, for Aquarius. A Daughter of Wands underneath a Fool. How interesting. Yes. I mean, this is mini Fool energy. Tell me more about this Five of Wands, please. An Eight of Cups. Walking away. Walking away. Walking away. In your current energy, I think you may have decided to walk away and embrace your own version of Fool energy. Oh, this is one of those readings where you are mega mirroring each other. Who else was doing that? Capricorn. You know, you get a lot of these readings. Tell me more about this Five of Wands. This is what the conflict's all about. Is something salvageable? This question often asks, is something salvageable? See? 8 broken cups. Is something salvageable? I more see you moving towards thinking that at this present time, the correct thing for you to do is to walk away. I don't think this is a decision that many of you have made yet. A Daughter of Swords, which is a Page of Swords. You've got 2 pages. Some of you may have children with this person. Yeah, some of you have got children with this person. For these 2 pages to come out, perhaps 2 children. Big conflict here for you about what to do. Because it's a Four of Wands situation. You know, to a certain extent, I feel that many of you have built a life with this person in some way. And now we've got children showing up, and they appear to just be in an energy of wanting to move in a new direction away from you. And in response, it's like you're having your own sort of your own Fool energy is being ignited in some way in response to this. Page of Wands is, to me, a sort of minor arcana manifestation of that Fool energy. So you're not feeling it as strongly as them. You don't trust it as much as them. Because it's newer to you. It's more of a surprise to you, I guess. They've been thinking about it for some time. Whatever this is, it's more of a surprise to you, and you're thinking, can anything be salvaged? I think you're both thinking, can anything be salvaged, to be honest. Actually, I think they more think something can be salvaged than you, to be honest. But they kind of want to have their cake and eat it. That feels a bit harsh. But it's that sort of thing. They're like, yeah, but I want to go off and explore. Maybe physically, maybe metaphorically. And in your eyes, the act of them being in that Fool energy and wanting to go off and do whatever they want to do, that is them breaking the cups. I think you feel like they have come along and smashed those cups. And in their head, it's almost like, well, that's all right. We can still carry on, even though these cups are broken. Whereas you're like Epiphany here, your Ace of Swords that hit me hard when it came out, and then it got clarified by an Ace of Swords. Your Ace of Swords moment was like, fuck, these cups are broken. They don't really seem to be acknowledging that these cups are broken. So your conflict is more around, can we repair these cups? Can we glue these cups back together? You know, can we salvage something here? Whereas they're just like, there's nothing wrong, there's no broken cups. Look, see, this is an energy of denial, of, I don't know, what's the word? Feels like a sort of cognitive dissonance. They're not acknowledging that there's any cups that are broken. You're wiser than that, though. You're wiser than that. You see, you know, in the traditional sort of Eight of Cups card, we have this kind of wise figure walking off to find their own personal Nine of Cups. I often view the figure in that card, moving towards the number 9, as the Hermit, the number 9 in the Major Arcana. And I very much feel this is your energy, Aquarius. You're like, you're too wise to not shine a light on these broken cups and acknowledge that they're broken. It's very disappointing for you. I can see that in the Four of Cups. It's very disappointing for you, but you're not shying away from it. So well done to you, Aquarius. Okay, tell me more about this Four of Cups, please. Tell me more about this Four of Cups for Aquarius. A reversed Empress, a 10 of Cups. Okay. Okay. Oh, another page. Have we got enough pages out on this current line? I'm not sure we do. Oh, this is very specific. But I don't know who this is for. It may just be for one of you, but I really feel like your love for your children is absolutely seeing you through at the moment, because we've got the Empress out, that maternal energy. This is love, 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 love. This is not even romantic love. This is divine love. This is... I love this card. It's just a connectedness with everything. It's a connection with Source. It's filling your own cups through Source. And yes, it can represent a beautiful harmony in a relationship, but it's not what it represents here. And often in my readings, it's not what it represents. That's maybe my personal reading of this particular card. I don't know. Take it as you will. Especially in this deck, though. It's just like total interconnectedness with everything, everyone. It's beautiful. The Empress, the Daughter of Pentacles. This is the third page that's come out. I really feel like you're so disappointed. You're so disappointed in these broken cups, but what is seeing you through, let me show you them upright, is your love for your children. It might that's very specific, and for some of you this must be more metaphorical. So I would more see it in terms of ideas that you have brought into the world. So these pages here could represent projects that you have birthed. If it's not literal children, it's a love for projects that you have birthed, a love for creation. There's a beautiful energy here for you, Aquarius, of I don't know how to say this. There's such a beautiful light here that I feel, and I hope you see it in yourself. And I think with this Hermit energy, if you're not seeing it in yourself, despite the disappointment, you will be seeing it in yourself, because obviously this does feel like a hard time for you. Everything we've described here, of course, this is not an easy time for you, but you bring about such abundance. I just see you as a creative force, and I don't know how stuck that creative force might be in you at the moment, but it's just this is beautiful, Aquarius. And this is at the center of your reading, and I really feel like this is what's going to carry you forward through this difficult situation, whatever's going to happen between you and this person. You know, I just feel like you have such a creative gift, a creative energy to kind of share with the world. Okay? God, I hope that makes sense. Let's get underneath this Hermit. Tell me more about this Hermit, please, for Aquarius. Tell me more about this Hermit for Aquarius, please. Oh, Hierophant. Okay, yes, I'll take that. Hierophant. Oh, okay. 3 of Pentacles. I feel like there's... Ooh. I mean, the 3 of Pentacles is mini Hierophant energy anyway. I feel like there's a lot of potential here for new collaborations in this energy, Aquarius. And why do I keep on calling you Capricorn? It's because of that Devil card. I tell you, the Devil is going to start coming up in my readings a lot. I just know it. Just the energy that the collective is in at the moment. I don't know if it's... I'm shit at astrology, but I know Mercury is about to go retrograde in about 2 days, which will be 1 day by the time I put this out, 29th of December. And Mercury enters Capricorn, I believe, when it goes retrograde. I don't know, my astrology shit, but Capricorn, that's the Devil. There's going to be a lot of Devil energy in the collective coming up. Mark my words. Anyway, new collaborations. I really feel like new collaborations are available to you, because there's all this creative energy for you to share. And you know, I feel like this 4 of Wands union is not the right place for you to be sharing it as things stand. It may come back around. There is the energy of it coming back around. The world, the Fool. There is, but I don't know. I can't control free will. I can only tell you what's in the energies. I mean, if I could, I'd be like, oh, you, Queen of Cups. Aquarius is fucking awesome. What are you playing at? But I can't do that. New collaborations are on the horizon, though. I feel like kind of this edge of your current energy, you're probably not quite in it yet, but it's through going inwards and getting in touch with your own values and your own like sense of what I will and won't put up with, but also your own creative spirit. I think is going to bring you about that feeling of just wanting to share, wanting new collaborations. And I see it's an incoming energy. It's reverse. It's an incoming energy of new collaborations. Possibly with the Hierophant here, you might find someone who's got that little bit more experience than you that can take you to that new level in some creative pursuits or other. What type of creative pursuits? Let's get a card. See if we can narrow down the type of creative pursuits that I'm talking about here, because this is such a beautiful energy, but it's probably going to get weirdly specific and it may or may not apply to you. But let me just try and find out more. Oh, a Mother of Swords and a 2 of Pentacles. As soon as I saw that Mother of Swords, I felt writing came to mind. Something about communicating anyway with the world. I mean, really, that could be through anything, any form of self-expression, art, whatever. But specifically, as soon as I saw that card, I felt like writing. So I don't know if some of you might be collaborating to produce some piece of writing, whether that's poetry or, you know, journalism, a new blog, or you and someone else coming together, or you, maybe more than one person. And also there's the idea of you possibly actually finding some sort of mentor to guide you, or alternatively you would be mentoring other people. There's that type of energy that is just on the cusp of your current energies. This is all timeless tarot though, so you know it's we split it up because we have to have some sort of structure, but it's not really that straightforward really. But yeah, and I feel like it's going to be quite a transformative experience with this butterfly here. It's kind of just you spreading your wings, and I know this isn't a traditional reading of the Two of Pentacles. My channel, my relationship with my decks is what it is. This particular deck, yeah, I read it as I read it. Also, there may be choices coming up here. You know, you may have actually quite a lot of choices who you get to work with, because I mean, I want to work with you, Aquarius. Who are you? Just comment. I want to work with you. I want to collaborate with you. I mean, your energy's just gorgeous, despite a difficult situation here for you. Like, I can see you actually attracting lots of people in here. Just be mindful of not being too critical on yourself, too hard on yourself, because when the Mother of Swords comes out in reverse, yeah, I feel like these kind of people coming in who might kind of want to work with you here, I feel like you might at points not believe in yourself and be like, well, I'm not going to pursue this because who would want to work with me? I'm shit. I'm disorganised. I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. For all these bloody... I mean, that was just an example. All these reasons why you're not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough because of this, because of that, because of the other. I don't really have all these skills and talents. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And you know what? The bits that you don't, you're going to learn along the way, because we've got Ten of Cups right in the middle of your reading here. You're beautiful. All right, Aquarius, shall we get onto this moon? I wonder if we'll end up getting back to this old Queen of Cups figure up here, whoever they are. It's fascinating, this moon. Right, tell me more about this moon for Aquarius, please. Oh, I don't know why I've lost the ability to shuffle it. Oh, you see what I mean? Right, let me do it. No. Hi, I'm a tarot card reader who can't shuffle. This deck is quite hard to work with, though. A lot of people find this deck hard to work with. I mean, oh God, it's a beautiful deck, but just the actual cards are so thick, which is good, really, because, you know, this deck, all my cards are worn around the edges already. Okay. Tell me more about this moon for Aquarius, please. What, 3 cards? Beautiful. A Nine of Swords reversed, a Strength. Could be dealing with a Leo, some of you. And a Six of Pentacles reversed. Let me just show you the cards. Okay. Look, we take this out so you can see those two upright. I do like to show you the cards because there just might be a little wink from the universe, some sort of synchronicity in there that's important to you. Those are both reversed. Anxiety. You see, this does take us back to this situation up here, because Six of Pentacles reversed is when there's not an equal exchange between two people. When we've already talked about you potentially overgiving to this situation, if I remember correctly, which I don't always, because once I say it, it's out there and it's gone half the time. But if I can just try and stick with the actual reading in hand, yes. I'm sure I did say that. I mean, that's the energy, that's the feeling. So, part of your epiphany was about these cups being broken. These cups are broken, metaphorically speaking. That is linked to a sense of things not being equal and balanced between you. So I do stand by what I originally said about this moon. This is your moon, Aquarius. I did at one point wonder if it might be their moon. I mean, there is some mirroring going on, but this feels more like your moon. Because this disappointment brings about anxiety. Because who wouldn't be disappointed when things are not flowing equally? And you've had you've had an Ace of Swords moment in your past about this unequal give and take. But in the future, because it's so disappointing and it's, it's so fucking anxiety, I mean, she's not happy about it. Why would she? It's difficult. So yes, I think you are being warned about potentially putting this under a moon. And you're really being asked to find the strength to sit with the difficult feelings, the anxiety, the disappointment. Because in finding the strength to sit with those feelings, they are prevented from going under a moon. But like I say, I'm not going to judge anyone for putting anything under a moon, ever. I'm not. But this is coming up in your reading. I have to translate it. I have to say it. So I hope that makes sense. 1, 2, 7 crows. Oops, my cats are making a fuss downstairs. Okay, let me get onto this 10 of Wands for you in the future. 10 of Wands. Tell me more about this 10 of Wands for Aquarius. Thank you. Yeah. It's that 4 of Wands again. This connection is... the feelings surrounding this connection just feel burdensome. Burdensome. 6 of Swords. Let me get one more. Tell me more for Aquarius, please. Page of Pentacles underneath this Page of Pentacles. I do feel like there is a potential here for the feelings of burden surrounding this connection to actually be released. The 6 of Swords is about things kind of settling down after a really difficult time. It's going to require a new approach from both of you with the Page of Pentacles here. And this new approach really is connected to this 10 of Cups that I spoke about before. It's like you... there's a sense that both of you need to embrace this 10 of Cups energy separately and find new ways to do that. Find new ways to be in contact with that divine love energy. Particularly ways that involve being in contact with your own body. That sounds a weird way of putting it. Being in your own body. Okay? Not putting things under a moon. Not putting your disappointment under a moon. Not putting your anxiety under a moon. Really feeling it in your body. Page of Pentacles, particularly in this deck, is all about feeling feelings in your body in a somatic way. Oh, Kat, really? She's a Taurus. This isn't a Taurus reading, and yet here she is. She's always there. No, she's very often here. She likes to think she's helpful. And that's going to allow you to grow this connection with the 7 of Pentacles. The more I try to get you off here, the more you're going to mess my cards up, aren't you? I am heartened to see this 4 of Wands in its upright position after it being in its... thank you, they're everywhere now. After it being in its reverse position up there, there is the potential to turn this whole thing round. See, I often get that through this with the 6 of Swords, because this can be someone leaving a relationship if you're going to be very, very literal and physical about how you translate this card, which I'm generally not, incidentally. But often with this card, I get this sense of this boat turning round. And I don't mean sailing back into stormy waters, but it's this sense of someone leaving, but then actually turning around and coming back. I mean, there's that travel in this card as well, and I'm getting travel loads in this reading, so I don't know. Sorry, some of you may be travelling to somewhere that has mountains. Oh, I found my other card. But my moon's gone missing. I shall have to find it after the reading. Thank you, Betty. Thank you so much. Yeah. A release of burden is present in your future. And you know what? I honestly think the release of burden is associated with recognising this moon energy and recognising, for both of you really, when each of you put things under a moon. Yeah. Let me get under this Seven of Pentacles. Cat. Let me get under this Seven of Pentacles in your future for you. I'm slightly annoyed I've lost my moon. Okay, tell me more about this Seven of Pentacles for Aquarius, please. Thank you. Ten of Swords wants to show its face. Oh, my moon ended up back in the deck. I mean, that's kind of funny. Okay, I don't know what to do now. I'm going to put my moon back there. Well, I mean, it really was. I mean, I'm sorry. Spirit obviously really, really wants to make the point about this moon. And, you know, I don't dictate things to you. And I certainly don't make hard and fast predictions. But like I said, it's about questions. So you really are being asked to question in yourself, you know, what are you denying? What are you putting under a moon? You know, what are you sort of covering with a layer of illusion? What are you not seeing clearly? So that's the sort of anxiety, the lack of equal give and take. And, you know, possibly your role in that. This dynamic exists between the two of you, this Six of Pentacles. You have your own contribution to that dynamic. Whether that be areas that you're not fully giving in, or whether that be areas where you are not boundaried enough, such that you... I don't really want to say, like, allow someone to treat you badly, because that's not the right way of phrasing it, but if you don't stand up for your own needs, then the other person doesn't really know that they're not meeting them. Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. But anyway, right, this moon wanted to come out on top of this... Oh, wait, this is a different moon. Of course it is. I thought I put it back in the deck, but of course it is. That was a moon from Thelema, wasn't it, that I've lost? I'm so sorry. But anyway, okay, we've got the moon again. So this is another thing that you're putting under a moon, is this feeling of stagnation. Of not growing things. You see, not growing things beyond a kind of honeymoon period. Things hitting a wall in some way. You see, the Six of Pentacles is reversed. If you get this Six of Pentacles upright, then you can more smoothly transition into a Seven of Pentacles, which is doing the work. But they're both under a moon. Obviously, this moon's bloody gone missing because of my cat, but you've got a new moon out here. Some of you also in the future energy, but possibly now, may also be having very vivid dreams. Pay attention to those. Okay. Let me see what else we get for this Seven of Pentacles. But I'm not sure I've got much more to give you on it. Yeah, for some reason I thought that I'd put the moon from here back into the deck and start shuffling, but of course it's a completely different deck was used for that particular moon. However, we've got two. I will say that the fact that we have two moons tells me that both of you involved here are prone to putting things under your own personal moons. And again, I'm not judging you. It is the most human thing to do. But if we try and bring some awareness to it through tarot, at least we can try and help ourselves in future. And that's the whole reason I do what I do. Okay, tell me more about this Seven of Pentacles, please. Eight of Swords. A Three of Wands. A Three of Wands. Okay. Tied up in this Eight of Swords card, there is that sense of not seeing things clearly, which we associate with the moon, because we can see she's wearing a blindfold. I'm feeling this more as your energy, Aquarius, and I'm feeling this more as your person's energy, especially because we've got a Three of Wands, which is connecting it back up to there. I was doing that anyway, but you know, we've got two Three of Wands in reverse. This Three of Wands was attached to your Queen of Cups in reverse, which felt like your person's energy, which is also connected to an energy of fear, because I was reading the Devil as fear, if you remember. Now the moon also often reads as fear. This all connects. I hope I've explained it well enough, but this, as with all these readings, because I use so many decks, it's very clear to me the connections between what. This is feeling like your person's energy. Now, when I see an Eight of Swords, I am seeing a person who you can offer them your support, you can be there for them, you can, and you never can do this anyway, but you cannot do the work for them. I have to say that specifically when I see an Eight of Swords, because someone who is in an Eight of Swords energy, they are trapped by their own thoughts, they're hemmed in by their own thoughts. It absolutely ties into what we were seeing up here with this Devil energy. They may be a Capricorn, they may be a Pisces. You may have strong Pisces in your chart, actually. It's out of your control how they deal with this. There's you being in your hermit energy, pursuing new collaborations is absolutely the right thing for you to be doing to help someone in an Eight of Swords energy, because the whole point with Eight of Swords energy is you can't help them. They have to help themselves. You can be a supportive presence, but if you do any more than sort of be a supportive presence, a very boundaried supportive presence who really doesn't overextend, you can't overextend. If you overextend, you will hinder them doing the work that they need to do. I don't think this is necessarily the energy of someone in any sort of addiction, but in a sense that would make sense of the energy. And you know, when we talk about addiction, we talk about enabling it, don't we? Like doing too much for the person. And that Eight of Swords energy, it is exactly that. And I'm not saying that's what's going on here for you, but just to try and translate the energies, because this Eight of Swords energy is quite a big deal, and I just want to get it across right for you. You do have to be boundaried, pursue your own interests, pursue your own collaborations, do your own internal work, take a bit of a step back. You know, this reverse King of Cups is right. You're doing everything right anyway, Aquarius. You don't even really, you know, this is just confirmation, okay, from Spirit that you're doing it right. Even if you do have tendency to put stuff over under your own moon, but for God's sake, you're human. But yeah, when someone's in an Eight of Swords energy, like, you can't live their life for them. You can't get them out of their addiction for them. You can't get them out of this prison of their own thoughts for them. And actually to try and do that hinders their progress, because it stops them facing up to what they need to face up to. It stops them getting underneath their own moon. You can't get underneath someone else's moon for them. And I think there is the potential, if they do the work, to sort of get this Seven of Pentacles the right way up, which allows for growth in this connection, and the stagnation ends. can end. There's potential for it to end here. There is. And actually, I'm just coming back to this now. I do feel like this is you taking that step back. I was talking about turning that boat around before, wasn't I? I feel like that's more them turning that boat around. But for you, you need to keep sailing. You need to keep going on your own journey. And that does have the potential to bring the Four of Wands connection upright again, whereas initially it came out in reversed. I feel like I'm looking at Aquarius who's doing everything right. I hope this was confirmation of that for you. I hope it brought you some understanding, and I hope you just felt heard in the world, basically, because, yeah, you deserve to feel heard. Because this is tough, but also you're absolutely beautiful. And especially in this current energy, like, I love it. Like, going out there and seeking collaborations, or even attracting in collaborations, when you are obviously having such a hard time of it yourself, but it's just like keeping in contact with that source energy, and it's lovely. Okay, so I banged on for ages. I'm still really annoyed that I can't find my moon card. I'm going to have to shine a torch down there and get on my hands and knees. Aquarius, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you appreciate you, because you should. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithms and all that, helps the readings get out in front of more people who might benefit from them, helps grow my little channel. Comment if you want to. If I would love to hear you, if you do wish to share any part of yourselves with me in the comments. But for now, I'm going to go. I'll see you in 2 weeks. All right, bye, my loves.